Hey AfterBuzzers, it's your host Shay Jones here at the Fall Preview 2017 PaleyFest. And guys, we got to talk to some of the cast members and executive producers of CW's new shows, Valor and Dynasty. Guys, these shows are so hot, but the mystery can be so dangerous. Stay tuned to see what they had to say. So you played Nora in the new Valor, and you a helicopter pilot in the Army. It's something you always wanted. How was this role for you?
You know what? It's such a luxury to get to play a role that is so, I want to use the word layered, but I know it's overused so much, but that has so many nuances and subtleties. You know, leave it up to Kyle Jarrow, a wonderful playwright, to write a character that has so much in every scene, but just like a human being, right? So she has the love triangle in her relationship, and then the Army, and then the job, and then her superiors, and then pill popping and PTSD, and like all these things to kind of like really tackle. And I think that it really helps as an artist. It helps to be able to pull from all those different things in every scene. So I'm very honored and grateful and lucky, and very happy.
I know, it looks so awesome. I just saw the trailer, and so looking at the trailer, you guys lost some of your, I want to say battle buddies. I was like, what's the best terminology for this? Battle buddies, and the wife is, I want answers. Yeah. And having to do that scene, how did that make you for doing that scene where you're just like, it's...
Okay, honestly, so Corbin Reed, who plays Jess on the show, she plays Jimmy's wife, and she is such a powerhouse of an actress that every take, whether we do it 5 or 25 times, every single take she's bringing it, and she is breaking your heart. So honestly, that was probably one of the easiest to act and yet hardest to live in as a scene, because it really did break your heart every time you heard her kind of have those questions, and it makes you empathize with the people that are put in that situation. These Army wives and families and husbands and kids who are at a loss because they don't have any information, and it's all on a need-to-know basis.
And when you're Army wife, like, I need to know where my husband is, it comes like that. Yeah. At its core, what would you say Valor is?
At its core, I say Valor is the story of the first female special ops helicopter pilot, and kind of the journey that she is taking, and the things that she has to deal with, her coping mechanisms, and the relationships that she has. I think that just like in any work environment, she's very competent, she's very skilled, she's very good at her job, so she's at a very high level. But at the end of the day, the human relationships, even though they're more specific maybe than in a lot of other environments, they're still very real and very human. So that's really what matters.
And that does what really matters. Yeah. I have to, when watching that trailer and watching you, you seem to have like a high functioning, almost PTSD.
Yes.
But still popping pills and not talking about it. I think that not talking about it is breaking you.
I think that, Nora uses the pills as a crutch, really because what is affecting her, obviously, her demons and her emotions. And I think that it's like any coping mechanism would be, whether it's alcohol or whether it's drugs or whether it's any destructive behavior. I think it's symptomatic of what she's it's not the causality of it. I think it's her taking the pills is not what makes her unravel. It's all of the emotions that make her grasp onto this one thing that seems to keep her on an even keel level.
Speaking of the love triangle,
yes,
we have to talk about it a little bit. So, who is your favorite?
Who's my favorite?
Who's your favorite?
Oh, I can't pick between Gallo and Ian. I can't pick favorites. Have you seen both of these men? Have you seen them act? Have you seen how amazing they are? How could I ever pick? Charlie Barnett and Matt Barr. It's like, can I not just keep them both?
That's our woman's prerogative, so we'll just leave it at that. We like to keep both things. So thank you so much for talking with us.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, I'm not gonna trip Matt Barr. So.
Well, where is he? He needs to hear that.
He's good over there. He's good. It was so nice talking with you.
Thank you so much.